This is one of the most incredible things that I have seen.
The second way to make money that I stumbled onto was placing tiny classified ads in the newspaper. If you create and test one tiny classified ad in the newspaper that makes just $30 to $40 profit in a week, it could make you a fortune. Because the secret is learning how to take that one tiny classified ad that just made $30 to $40 profit in a week, and to realize that you could now take that same exact ad and place it in up to 3,000 other newspapers around the country. That's what I did. I found tiny classified ads that made $30 to $40 profit in a week, and I placed those ads in around 1,000 other newspapers around the country. That's how I generated over $50,000 a week out of my one-bedroom apartment. And in my Making Money package, I'll show you some secrets about placing ads that's going to make you wish you started doing this 5 years ago. And there are millions of different types of ads that you can create. I've been talking about doing this for the last 5 years, and I'm still placing classified ads in newspapers all over the country every day of the week. I've been doing this for the last 5 years, and I'm still making millions of dollars doing exactly what I'm talking about. And now there are people that got my Making Money package, and they started placing tiny classified ads in the newspapers just like I did. Was it half as easy as I said it was going to be?
It's unbelievable. The first time the checks were in the mailbox, I could not believe it.
Just by ordering the Making Money package, by placing one tiny ad after another, you have generated over $200,000 in 5 months.
It don't even sound right.
Does it? How long did it take you from the day you got the Making Money package before you took an ad, you placed it in the newspaper, and you saw the results? How long did it take you?
No more than 4 or 5 days.
And how did it do?
It did phenomenal. It's still doing phenomenal.
One time when I was at Don's office, I walked in, and on his table there was stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of these sheets of paper stapled together. And I said, "What is all this?" And he said, "Well, those are my ad tracking sheets for all the ads that I have running all over the country." That's really when the reality of the placing ads really hit me. That, ironically, was just a couple months after I ran my first ad that did just under $9,000 in sales. Did you ever think in one day you'd be depositing $3,700 in the bank? Another day, $2,400. Another day, $5,000. These are daily, right?
Yes, those are daily. You can read the dates on them.
That's incredible. If you get started buying and selling, or if you get started placing classified ads in the newspaper, you may start making so much money you may not want to do anything else. But the third way to make money that I stumbled onto that ended up generating over $80,000 a week after week after week, was getting set up with my very own 1-900 line. The 1-900 business has grown into a mega million-dollar giant, and now anyone who wants to get set up with their own 1-900 business can. In just a few days from today, you could be set up with your very own 1-900 line. And listen to this. You don't need any equipment, because there are companies out there that are called service bureaus that already have all the 1-900 programs completely set up. Not only that, they'll even take the calls for you for around 10 to 15 cents a minute. While you're sleeping, you could be making money. If you get set up with your very own 1-900 line, the only thing you'll ever have to do is advertise to get people to pick up the phone and dial your 900 number. The phone company even collects all the money for you, and there are programs like sport lines, psychic lines, date lines, lines that are already completely set up. Having a 900 line could be one of the most exciting things you have ever done, not to mention the money that could be made. Listen to some of my top students that got set up with their very own 1-900 program.
I've told all kinds of people, and a lot of them don't believe me.
Well, this is a show in the On the Money series that I hope you are going to enjoy as much as I did making it, and the producers enjoyed making it. It's actually a show we've had on the back burner for something like a year now, and stay put, because this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at the infomercial business. That's right, the late night commercials you see that urge you to buy the potty putter, some kitchen appliances, some get-rich schemes, and basically influence our spending habits to a degree that I'm sure you're not yet aware of, but you will be, hopefully, by the end of this show. Now, those of you that have followed the series On the Money will know that we are commercial free to the great extent, but naturally this is the infomercial show, so I will ask you, if I may, to stay put and be back to me after these important announcements. Thank you. Okay.
Look at this picture here. 10 children and a mom and a dad live in a little tent like this. Crowded, destitute. We couldn't even speak English at the time. And after we got out of this refugee camp, we got to do many odd jobs to support the family, like washing dishes, busboy, mowing lawn, and so forth. Thank God that I found a unique system to make millions in real estate starting from nothing. As a result, we became financially independent. And several years ago, I decided to share this wealth-building knowledge with other people across the country. Many people took my seminar, become very wealthy. Many of my students are about to get on TV to tell you how my system had changed their life. If you want to become financially independent, come to my seminar. Let me show you how to make the fortune you have always dreamed about.
Andrew Carnegie says 90% of America's millionaires made it in real estate. If you have a desire to make your fortune in real estate, the Tom Vu Real Estate Seminar is for you.
You do have two choices right now, my friend. Number one is do nothing. Stay home. Do what most people do. And 5 years later, you'll be lucky if you have a job. Or number two, you can come to my seminar. Learn the secret of how other people are making millions. So someday, you can become financially independent yourself.
This is the Vu family when they first arrived in the United States, destitute, with nothing. Tom Vu and his 10 brothers and sisters had to live in a tent. Now the Vu family has become financially independent thanks to the Tom Vu money-making system. Mr. Vu says to make a fortune in America, you must learn from successful people, apply proven techniques, and then become financially free.
I'm excited. Are you ready? Come to my seminar. Let me show you the secret to be rich. You have the same chance to have what I have. Don't sell yourself short. When you tell people that they can find a job making $25,000 a year, they believe it. But when you tell them that there's an opportunity for them to make millions in real estate, they're being skeptical. You know what? There's two kinds of people in life, the small thinker and the big thinker. Which one are you?
My friends, I know lots of you out there are skeptical. In my hand, framed, is a check for $203,029.32. I net in one transaction, one deal. This is a net check. Lots of people keep telling their families that when I get rich, I shall take care of you. But there are two kinds of people in the world, doers and talkers. Which one are you?
Have you ever dreamed that someday you will make a lot of money to help your loved ones? Here is your chance. Don't miss the boat. Most people don't have self-esteem. They don't believe that they can make a lot of money. My friend, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. You only live once. Don't let your dreams slip away.
Hi, my name is Art Stanowski. I attended Tom Vu seminar, and on my first transaction, I made $25,190.
There's nobody holding you back from making millions.
It's so easy to make money in real estate, and I'm planning to be a millionaire by age 25.
I have a small goal that in the future, I will be remembered as a man who has taught more millionaires in this world than any man who ever lived. This goal makes me excited.
Just like you, I was tired from living from paycheck to paycheck.
There's no one stop you from going to my seminar.
Tom Vu showed me the way to financial freedom. Think about that for a second. If you have any guts at all to attend this free 90-minute seminar, how in the world do you expect to make any money?
Okay, you see my students come from all walks of life, get on TV and tell you how simple it is to make a lot of money with my system. Oh, it doesn't matter where you are, what your occupation is. I don't care if you are housewife, school teacher, engineer. You seen them get on TV tell you that they made money. Think about this. Can you make a lot of money with your current occupation to afford yourself a luxury lifestyle like mine? Well, mine can. My system can show you how to do that. And I know some of you still thinking, well, maybe there's a catch somewhere. Well, I used to think that there's no catch. But until one of my very successful students and very old wise student come and tell me one day, he said, well, Tom, if anybody ever asks you what is a catch with your system, tell them there's an old American saying. It's called, get off your butt and do it. You ready to become wealthy? Come to my seminar. Make that first step. Let me show you how.
That was great. What you just saw, ladies and gentlemen, was an infomercial that is typical of, dare I say, the genre or the industry. It appealed to our baser instincts, if I can use that expression, wanting more, the American dream, pick your own terminology. But it wasn't entirely honest, and I will say that the gentleman that authored that and produced that same presentation is quote-unquote no longer with us. But on a more serious subject, the infomercial industry business is a huge one. It's currently doing around $100 billion gross in the US alone, and that said, that's one of the reasons we decided to do this show. I had a chance to discuss the industry in general with one of the very, very big players out there who are telebrands. Those are the people that use the slogan as seen on TV, and telebrands are one of the biggies as far as marketing and using infomercials as a medium. They very kindly brought me into their way of thinking and explained how they do things. And I will say this to you, they told me the criteria for advertising a product on infomercials was as follows. A, the product should satisfy a need that isn't being met elsewhere. Should go without saying. In other words, it's a new kid on the block. B, it should retail between $10 and $20 for an item, meaning it's not, they're not going for top dollar items, and also they're not penny, not going to candy bars, but that seems to be the optimum price tag on it. And C, more importantly, it should make the potential buyer say, why didn't I think of that? So now that I've told you all this, I want you to think about all the infomercials that you've ever responded to in your life, and you'll find that those checks and balances apply. In other words, it was something that you thought was a great idea. It's something that was pitched in a price range of between $10 and $20, and it's something that met a need that wasn't met elsewhere or hadn't been dealt with elsewhere. Having said that, here's an infomercial that meets all the criteria. I will see you in about 1.15 minutes. Thank you so much indeed.
Millions of women like yourself